So Microsoft pretty much had a showcase earlier today, and yesterday I saw some video of them letting everyone know that, look, despite Sony's BS of ending all physical media in 2028, they're just like, you know what, we're going to keep the physical media going. We're going to turn them into digital. So whatever digital versions of games that you play, we're going to turn them into digital. You get to keep the physical versions of the games that you brought with your hard-earned money, and you don't have to worry about claiming that you don't own them, whether it's physical or digital. That's pretty much like a jab and a warning shot at Sony. You know what I'm saying? That's basically the vibes I'm getting from. And I think for the first time, Microsoft has actually done something right. But I have a gut feeling they're going to probably go digital as well, which is unfortunate. But hey, at least they're trying to keep the hopes up, if you get what I'm saying. So it says Xbox lets players turn some disc games digital. This one's interesting. Xbox is giving players a new way to take parts of their physical game libraries digital. Starting August 31st, Xbox insiders will be able to test a feature that lets players claim a digital entitlement for supported disc-based games they already own. To use the feature, players insert a supported game disc into an Xbox One or Xbox Series X console and launch the game. If eligible, the player can then claim the digital version. I like that part as well. The digital entitlement can provide access to features such as Xbox Play Anywhere and cloud gaming where available. Players will still need to keep the physical disc to verify ownership when playing on the console. Xbox says thousands of titles will be supported, with more games expected to be added over time. The move comes as the video game industry continues shifting towards digital purchases and downloads. Sony has announced plans to end physical disc production for new PlayStation games beginning in January 2028. For Xbox players with large physical collections, the new program could offer another way to access supported games across Microsoft's growing digital ecosystem without having to purchase those titles again. Shout out to Microsoft. Sony is pretty much shooting itself in the foot right now, because I want to go to the parts that I've already highlighted in this article. If eligible, the player can then claim the digital version, which means that if you download any new game that is digital, that means you own it. So the fact that you get to claim to own the physical versions of the new game that came out on the Xbox console is really satisfying to me, because I feel like what Sony has done is they pretty much just destroyed the company and they destroy itself. They're going to cause a whole lot of PlayStation owners and gamers to stop buying the console, anything that they put out on their system, because of the decision they made last month. So it's obvious to me that Sony just doesn't care, because there's just an evil company that doesn't care about your feelings or your opinions, because they want your money. They want your pockets. That's what it is. So in my opinion, we pretty much put our money into their pockets just so they could give us the middle finger and say, you know what, you got the game, but we're still going to go digital in 2028. And you might have to see your games and just buy the digital version of the console, and it's going to cost you $1,000, whether you like it or not. And I tell you what, if the console comes out in 2028, I can almost guarantee you nobody is going to want to support Sony anymore because of what they've done. It's quite obvious to me that, you know, Microsoft is making more W's than Sony because of what just transpired. You not only buy the games digitally, but you get to own it. So I don't know what Sony is talking about, saying that even though you bought the game digitally with purchase, you never owned it, ever. Whether it's physical or digital, any game that you bought, you've never owned it. First of all, I've been playing PlayStation my whole life, alright? I still got my PS4, okay? I got a PS5 now. I got some games from the PS4 and playing on my PS5. I got both versions of the games in my room. But I'm not going to play it right now because of the blackout. And I'm going to continue on to that trend until Sony, whether they're going to change their decision or not, it is what it is, you know? So, at the end of the day, I'm not saying I'm going to glaze Microsoft's Xbox because of the updates that were given to us. Yeah, this is the biggest L yet possible. So, if you want the link to the article, the link will be in the description. And how do you feel about the Xbox update and the new console? So, yeah, what's your thoughts? Follow.